All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll let the stragglers attend as they come in. Thank you for joining us for our impromptu webinar to go over some of the new payment options in the Photo Finale platform that are ready for Q4, and also to kind of prep us for some marketing for Q4. We're going to go over some ideas, and then we can go over some Q&A at the end. I'm not going to do a full demo of the site, as most of you guys are probably experts on our platform and know how everything works. But I will talk about a little bit about some of the sites. So before I get started in the payment options, hopefully you are now starting to market your fourth quarter products and you're starting to update your banners and your promotions as well as your email addresses. You can see some examples here of what Myers Photo is doing. They're offering promotions on holiday cards, wall decor, and also photo books. We could look at ProCam right here. It's doing 25% off greeting cards, a nice promo for the holiday season, nice custom promo. We got holiday greetings from Wabon Photo as well. And then, of course, Wolf Camera is doing their promotions. And you can see here, Wolf Camera has been really heavily into promoting lately. And they've been offering a lot of discounts and really investing heavily in our discounting functionality where it shows the consumers savings that's going on. So basically, hopefully you're preparing for the fourth quarter and getting ready. Now that the election's behind us, let's start making some money. So the first things I'm going to show you is our new payment options for some of our fintech options. So things that are available now are currently Link, which is a new system which allows people to link and store their credit cards within your platform, so they can enter their credit card one time and then it'll be entered forever, and then they just get a text message. It makes it easier to check out. It also supports Google Pay. Google Pay will work on any Chrome-related products, so it'll work on Chrome on a PC or a Mac. It'll work on an Android device as well. Apple Pay will work on an Apple device like your iPhone. It'll also work on an Apple computer and a Safari platform product. And then we also have Amazon Pay, which is available for any Amazon customer that'd like to pay. And then we also are adding new features like Affirm, Klarna, and ClearPay, which are buy now, pay later services. So let's take a look at the payment options and how they work. So essentially, let's going to order. I'm going to do a simple order of just one 5x7 just so I can demonstrate the checkout. So as I go through the checkout, it's normal at every point in time. I put in my email address and my shipping contact. And then when I go into payment, it'll notice that I already have a Link connection. So Link is used by many services, not just Photo Finale, but by many services out there, including things like DoorDash and other items like that. So if somebody has a Link account on any system, it's available on yours. The advantages for a consumer is if I want to pay with Link, all I do is I click here for my Link password, and then I simply go to place order, and then it'll send me a text message, and I'll just have to approve the text message and check out. It's as simple as that, and I get basically a text message, and then my order's checked out. I didn't have to enter any credit card information. I didn't have to type anything in. It just recognized my linked account, recognized an authorized device, and I simply checked out. Consumers can also check out, like you see here, I'm using Chrome. If I go to checkout, I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit next, hit checkout. We'll go through here. And then you'll have the option to say, I'd like to place this order. Sorry, I'm a little too fast for the system. It'll say Link, or I could say pay another way. If I say pay another way, I can enter a credit card, or notice on this device, it will automatically say I could pay via Amazon Pay or Google Pay. And I'm not going to go ahead and do that transaction, but you get the idea that simply I hit Google Pay, I'll just pay through my Google Pay system. It'll automatically credential it, and I don't have to type in credit card information or otherwise. This is extremely helpful for those customers who are operating on a mobile device that don't want to pull their credit card out, or they're in a corporate environment, like they're like a work computer, and they want to pull their credit card out. This is something that's very simple for consumers. And we're seeing now that in the United States, 60% of orders are now Link orders. They're not even credit card orders. They're direct Link orders on Photo Finale websites. And we're seeing Apple Pay as the most prominent user, Amazon Pay being second, and then Google Pay being third. And these are all payment options that basically make it easier for consumers to check out within the platform, creates higher satisfaction and easier close rate, and less uses or abandonment on basket sizes. It also heavily cuts down on fraud and other problems with hackers. So let's take a look now at Affirm, another payment system. So now let's say, for example, I buy something that's rather expensive. and I'm buying, let's say, an 1.25 inch premium gloss landscape. I need something over $100. I'm going to design this canvas, and then I simply drag and drop. I'm going to place this order. Not a good image, but we can demonstrate it from. We can still work with it. So we'll hit checkout, and as we go through the system, when I go into pay, it'll now have pay another way, and it'll actually have a new system called Affirm. Now, within Photo Finale platform, we have 3 different buy now, pay later systems. We have Affirm, we have ClearPay, and we have Klarna. As a Photo Finale customer, you simply configure this within your Stripe dashboard, and you can offer this to your customers. We've seen buy now, pay later services across many platforms. It is driving better close rates, especially at holidays, for higher basket sizes and for high-end products. You as a dealer are going to set your rules for your buy now, pay later. At Photo Finale's marketplace vendors, we actually set it at $100. A lot of people set it about $200, as there is a slight bump in revenue. In payment fees. I think it goes to 6% from 3%, but it certainly does drive higher basket sizes, and for those high margin products, it certainly makes a lot of sense. So essentially, the system will automatically handle this, and you'll go now through your Affirm, your buy now, pay later system, and you'll check out that way. So we certainly highly recommend these items. They're going to certainly drive a lot more user-friendly checkout, and much more a lot more basket size increases, and certainly customer satisfaction. Okay, so how do you get these services? Well, the way Photo Finale has done the work with these services, we have an open platform for merchandise services, and we've worked previously with things like Authorize.net, with Vantiv, with Moneris, with PayPal, with all sorts of other services. But as we've been looking at the security framework for the United States and Canada particularly, we've noticed that there's been a lot of fraud going on, and many of our customers have seen this issue happen. And the fraud that we're seeing in the photo space is not necessarily fraud around people buying products and not paying for them or having dispute fees. It's usually something called card testing. So what they do is they use photo sites to do card testing attacks. They go buy a list in the dark web. They then test it on your site. They see what cards work, and then they basically go on and they use those cards in other services. That kind of attack can be thwarted very easily through AI and through a better payment system. We've standardized on Stripe for this platform. Stripe has a service, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Stripe's website real quick. I'm going to go into their products, and they have a product called Radar, called fraud protection system on Stripe. So if you sign up for Stripe through Photo Finale, which you can do through MyLab, which I'll show you in a second, you can sign up through Photo Finale, sign up with Stripe. You can enable Radar fraud, and what Radar does is it uses an AI system to detect different card testing and fraud attacks. And you can set rules. We can help you with the rules. So one of the rules is don't allow the same credit card to be used more than 3 times in an hour. Make sure you do CVV checks and ABC checks on your card systems. But really, Stripe is the best in the business and best in class for AI fraud detection. And we heavily recommend migrating to Stripe as soon as possible. It will certainly help your system. The advantage of going with Stripe is not just the fraud detection. It's also going to be, you're going to get Google Pay, Apple Pay, Amazon Pay, Affirm, Klarna, Buy Now, Pay Later, and many other services. In the European services, we also work with some European systems. And if you are a European customer, please check in with us, and we can help you and let you know what other alternative fintech systems we work with in Europe. There's 3, but I forget their names, and I apologize for that. So when you sign up for Stripe, which I highly recommend if you're on Authorize.net particularly, sign up for Stripe, enable the Radar system, and you'll have access to all of these new services within the platform. The easiest way to do this is to go into the site. I'm going to pick on a customer that does not have Stripe just yet, and let me think of who doesn't have Stripe just yet. I'm going to pick on Dean from Primary because I think he's here. Primary Photo Source. I'm going to pick on his MyLab right here. So you simply go into Store Management. You would go into your payment settings, payment methods, and then you would go here, switch to Stripe. If you click here to sign up for Stripe, this will walk you through the setup procedures, and if you have any questions, you can call us. So by clicking here, it'll walk you right through the setup. It literally takes you less than a couple, maybe about 20 minutes to get set up. Then you just need to confirm and set up your Affirm, Klarna, and Afterpay rules if you want to enable them, and then you're good to go, and you have a much more secure, much stable platform for Photo Finale and for transactions in the fourth quarter. Just this month alone, we've had 4 customers who are using Authorize.net/Moneris have card testing attacks because they did not have their platform appropriately set up for fraud detection. If you are not switching to Stripe, at a minimum, you need to make sure you go into your gateway, whoever your partner is, and make sure you set up CVV checks and zip checks or postal code checks on all transactions. That is a minimum requirement you have to have. I do recommend Stripe for the fraud detection. If you don't have Stripe already, we really heavily recommend going to that platform. Sorry, my second screen just turned off here. I'm just going back in here. So that's what we're working on for fraud detection and fintechs. The other 2 methods, sorry if you're a UK or European customers, we work with MobilePay in Denmark and Finland, and Revolut in Europe and UK. So those are the other 2 fintechs that we're currently working with. Okay, so if there's any questions on the fintechs, on the ease of use of checkout for the new systems, or switching to Stripe, please post it in the chat or in the QA, and we'll get to you at the end of the end of this call. Next thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is Q4, and what are you doing for Q4? And I'm going to share some of what we're looking at for Q4. I have a file I need to bring up. It'll take you 1 second to pull it up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So at Photo Finale, we've been working on coming up with a calendar for how we're going to do promotions in Q4. And we kind of worked on what type of customers and when they're going to come to you. And we came up with a couple different segments of those customers. The first thing to look at is the deliberate customers. Those are the customers that are coming in right now through the 18th of November. And these are customers who want to order Christmas products. They're currently customers of yours, and they know what they want. For example, they want greeting cards, they want calendars, they bought them in the past from you, they want photo gifts, and these customers are coming to you through your normal means. You should be at this point in time at least doing 2 emails a week to your customers promoting your photo gifts and your photo products that you're offering, particularly cards and calendars, and then anything else that you're promoting, especially if you're working with some of our marketplace partners. So these are the deliberate customers. You need to be marketing them now. We have another set of customers that we identified, and we're doing what's called a Cyber 12 here at Photo Finale. So rather than working with your Black Friday sales and your Cyber Monday sales like the past, we've come up with the 12 Cyber Days of Christmas, the pre-Christmas sales. And we're doing a different promo for our managed clients every single day through this period. And this is going to be November 26th through December 7th. And there's going to be a different special every day, similar to a Black Friday or Cyber special. And the way that's being promoted at Photo Finale is going to be something like this, like an advent calendar. And it's going to be, for example, this is MailPix, one of our managed clients, and they go under 12 days of deals. And then every day a new deal will show up, and there's going to be an email campaign every single day to all of their mailing lists that's going to talk about this promotion. The first promotion for MailPix, for example, or for the managed clients in general, is going to be a 4x6 special and a promotion around printing just 4x6s in prints. So it's going to be a 12-cent 4x6 to kick off our cyber deal for our managed partners. So that's going to be 12-cent 4x6 available on November 6th, 26th for all of our managed customers. And it's going to be partnered with things like albums that you can slide the prints into sleeves for, just like a traditional old photo album from back in the 80s and 90s, which you all sell. And then there's going to be different specials. There's going to be photo banks and photo mugs and calendars. And every day there's going to be a different cyber special. There's no reason why you can't take this same idea and promote this through your site. We do recommend this type of approach. Maybe you don't want to do a Cyber 12 approach. Maybe you want to do Black Friday through Cyber Monday, 3 or 4 days of specials. But we do recommend this approach of really attacking these customers for this Cyber 12 special. These are going to be customers who are all looking for deals. Amazon's going to have deals, Shutterfly's going to have deals, Walmart's going to have deals, and they're all going to be circled around these 12 days, and they're going to be promoting heavily. So may as well get your market out there and start talking about your products. After those customers, after those special deals come on, we're going to get into what's called the determined mindset customer. These are customers who know they have to get their orders in and they have to get their orders placed before Christmas. This is where desperation comes on. This is where you're going to take the discounts off your system, and you're really going to promote availability. You're going to promote, maybe you're going to have a slight discount to drive promotion, but you're going to be really focusing on getting these customers to order now, and then talk about the messaging of getting it delivered to them. So this is what you're going to do from about 8th through the 24th. Okay, now for customers that are ordering through our marketplace partners, most marketplace cutoffs are around the 13th to 14th for standard shipping. And please check with whatever providers you're using what their actual cutoff dates are. But this is also where Shutterfly's cutoff date is going to be. Now, marketplace partners may go into 16th and 17th with premium shipping, and Shutterfly will probably do about the same. But this determined customer from 18th to the 21st is primary real estate or primary customers for your retail partnerships. December 21st is projected to be what we call Super Saturday every year. Every Christmas, there's a Super Saturday, and this Super Saturday will be the highest volume day. It'll likely be 2x what Cyber Monday is going to be. So this is going to be the highest volume day of the year, the 21st of December this year. This is where you need to make sure you're producing well and you're ready to handle these customers. These customers are going to want to pick up before the 24th, so you need to make sure you're prepared to do whatever products on promo and promotion that you can produce in-house and deliver to customers very effectively by the 23rd to 24th. These are going to be your desperation days, your overnight cutoff, and your same-day cutoff for local customers. So this is when you're producing in a retail environment and can still ship locally, and you can still ship same day. This is not relying on marketplace partners. This is for you internally. If you can drive your store and drive your production from the 20th to the 24th, this is going to be about, I would say, half your revenue in December will be in these 4 days. And this is where you're going to win versus Shutterfly, Rite Aid, Walgreens, all of those guys. This is where the independent photo and the photo retailer at large is really going to drive their revenue. Okay. And then let's not forget about those customers. And we call these the devoted customers. These are photo customers that know they're photo customers. And this is going to be from the 25th through the end of the year. And this is where you're going to do Boxing Day specials, if you've ever done those before. And this is where you're going to send out promotions primarily for prints, where you're going to say, print the whole year, come in, buy 1,000 prints, get this at a great price. These are your devoted customers. Again, not heavily discount, but really talking about getting these customers in the door and your devoted customers. So this is our calendar for the Christmas season. If you want a copy of this, you can email your sales rep here at Photo Finale or our support team, and we'll make sure to get you a copy of this calendar if you want to look at it and review it. But it's pretty straightforward. We're right now talking about deliberate customers until the 18th. You're talking about promotional customers, heavy promotion called our Cyber 12 from November 26th to December 7th. Then lower promotion, high delivery, high expectation on availability for customers, and then really focusing December 20th through December 24th on that Super Saturday customer and really making sure you're successful there. Again, some of the things that you want to make sure you're promoting are looking at our marketplace partners up until the 13th and 14th. They have great specials. A good example is LA Camera has an amazing product. Let me see if I can go to Stickity Prints. They offer products similar, so I'm going to use them as a bit of a where do they put their, I forget where they put their calendars. Let's see, calendars. That's posters, cards. You know, this is the problem. I don't know every customer's site. So calendars are here. So this calendar right here, this 5x7 wire desk calendar is an amazing seller. And this does quite well in the fourth quarter. If you're using LA Camera, for example, this is a great product to turn on, and they can drive for you right away. The LA Camera turns things around in 2 or 3 days and can deliver very quickly to your stores. I don't know their cutoff date for the fourth quarter, but you could probably follow up with Fred Kuhn from LA Camera and get in touch with them. But really, one product I really like you to think about doing is these 5x7 woodblock, if you're an IPI member, these 5x7 wire desk calendars. The 4x8 calendars are good, and then traditional calendars are also very good products for the fourth quarter. So that was all I really wanted to talk about. I didn't want to have a long webinar. I was hoping to have some Q&A here if anybody has any questions. So I will look real quick, and Ross from Imaging says this being recorded and it will be posted. Yes, Mike, this will be recorded and posted to the IPI for many customers couldn't attend. Obviously, it's being fourth quarter and so busy. John Morrison saying he used to use PayPal, but it broke. PayPal does work. We haven't been investing a lot in our PayPal interaction. I would say switch to Stripe. It's a much better product. It's going to work well for you. It's going to add a lot of payment options. It has the same cost structure as PayPal, so there's really no advantages to PayPal right now. Stripe is going to be an easier, not a checkout that makes you go to a secondary site. It's all within your current site and much more secure. Is a question for John Morrison. Okay, Rachel wanted me to point out real quick that Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Link are on by default for all Stripe customers. If you want to turn on Amazon Pay or any of the buy now, pay laters, those are optional, and then you turn them on within your Stripe portal, in which we can help you with and walk you through any issues or comments therein. Somebody's saying Stripe is not available on the Isle of Man. I will have to look into that. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be. I'm not sure why that would be. I would assume that Isle of Man follow UK laws, but I will have to look into that. Our current county hub, Rachel wanted me to point out that. Oh, sorry, Frank had a question. I missed that real quick. Can Google Pay or Apple Pay be used on their own? They have to be used through a payment provider. So your payment provider has to support them. So whatever payment provider you have has to support Google Pay and Apple Pay. In this case, Stripe does support it. We've gone through the credentialing. We've also gone through the credentialing for things like Affirm, Klarna, and ClearPay and Afterpay, so that there's not a revenue requirement. A lot of people have tried to sign up with Affirm or other things in the past, and they needed a $500,000 or $300,000 commitment in purchasing through that system. We waive that because we cover that under our blanket, under our Stripe Connect system. Frank was asking about calendar holiday options for multiple countries. We do support multiple countries in our calendar options, and if you want to check back with our support team, they can help you find the calendars that's appropriate for your country, and let you know what we have for language and also countries. So Frank, please reach out to our support team. They'll help you find the exact product you're looking for. So Frank was asking about New Zealand calendars. I'm not sure that we do have New Zealand calendars. We probably do have calendars without holidays on it, which may be appropriate for New Zealand. They'll be English-based without holidays, and that's probably what we'd have to turn on for you right now. We just don't have a lot of customers in New Zealand, and we have not done New Zealand calendars, unfortunately. But that's a good question. Does anybody else have any questions? So I wanted to go through. I can show you some of the sites while we wait for questions here. Again, Myers is doing a promotional. You can opt into having these 3-up promotions if you wanted through your template, which of course Camera Company uses. Looks like they're promoting cards. Midwest Camera goes with a different look for their promos. They're heavily into film processing, and they are really promoting film processing. They haven't kicked off their Christmas messaging just yet, it looks like. MailPix is, of course, following the same things. Are one of our managed platforms. Wolf Camera has done something interesting lately. Again, I mentioned that they've really changed their strategy and really gone to heavy into discounting and using the discounting methods within Photo Finale and showing discounted products. They've also gone and added in ready-made frames within their system. So they actually, their frames that they have in their counter, they now sell through Photo Finale, and they've added this as merchandise products. So you can order the frames right on the site when you order a print. And they've also done the same thing with their film. So they actually sell film right through their Photo Finale platform. You can do this with any merchandise product that you want. We've had people do all sorts of things from frames and film and other items like that. So you can certainly add third-party products as you want through the platform. Again, Wabon is showing some good holiday greetings, offering free shipping, which is a good something good for customers over $60. Again, some good promos here. ProCam, this is very elegant. I really like what ProCam's doing here with their graphics. You can tell they spent some time on that. The better you do with your personalizing your own graphics, the better the sales are going to be. So I really recommend at least making your banners look very, very personal to yourselves. Persnickety is a customer really to keep an eye on if you're a photo retailer. They don't do anything that you can't do in-house, but they really come up with some innovative ways of promoting it. They do a lot of things like these retro prints, which are really cool retro prints that they do within their site. And I would recommend looking at Persnickety and just seeing what they're doing out there for the early bird specials and their Black Friday specials. And then that's Stripe. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Any more questions or comments? If not, we're going to keep this nice and short. Again, we really like you to look at Stripe. The new fintech options for checkout make it much easier for consumers to check out. As we're seeing customer satisfaction going up, baskets, less abandonment at baskets. We're seeing less declines on credit cards as people aren't fat fingering their credit card numbers, or we're having to remember where their CVV, maybe they're using a business card and the address doesn't check out and they forget that. But with Link, they never have to remember that again. Same with Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Amazon Pay. And then, of course, for these big basket items, somebody's buying, 25 calendars for Christmas. Maybe buy now, pay later makes it an easier Christmas for them to get through. Somebody's looking to buy a big 40 by 60 canvas or metal. That's, again, something that buy now, pay later is going to help them maybe get for Christmas they wouldn't normally have got. So those are the things. And we'll have the calendar here if you'd like to request it from our support team or our sales team. They'll be happy to share that with you. I think before I check out, I'll just see if there's any more. Rich Rivera says, let's make some money. Heck yeah, Rich. I want to see Rich make some money there at Sammy's Camera. They've always been doing well.
There's a question about gift vouchers setup ideas.
Okay, how to do gift vouchers. So we do have a couple things like gift vouchers. The first thing you can do is you can set up what's called a prepaid plan within the system. And there are a lot of people that offer prepaid plans. One of our customers, Persnickety, offers prepaid plans in Windows. They don't always offer them. They offer them like at a special day. So they'll say, buy 1,000 prints. We're going to have 1,000 prints on sale on Tuesday. This is a good Cyber 12 type thing. And it'll just add it to their account. And you do a gift voucher for products that way. You could also pre-sell gift products as a merchandise product. And you could create what's called a single-use coupon within our platform and then mail it out to the customer. This is how a lot of people end up doing things like Groupons or other systems like that. So basically somebody could buy a gift card and then you could email them a voucher. Our system doesn't automate that system, so it doesn't automatically add a gift card. So you'd have to do a secondary process downstream for yourself, but it's not complicated. It's very easy to do. And it's something that people are doing every day. So if you have questions about how to do single-use coupons or how to do payment plans, please reach out. Let's see if Persnickety has one online right now. I don't think they do. Prepaid plans, okay. Okay, so see how Persnickety doesn't have any prepaid plans available now, but what they will do is turn them on from time to time on a special. So this is, again, a good Cyber 12 special. So you could turn on a prepaid plan, buy 2,000 prints at 10 cents a print on your Cyber 12 special. and then you get a big sale up front, the customer books it, then they could use those prints throughout the year. So you can do things like that on a regular basis, or you can offer an everyday prepaid plan. I think Bedford's might offer one every day. No, they don't. I don't know of anybody who's offering one every day anymore. A lot of people do them specialty.
Dan's might.
Dan's might?
I also put 2 links in the chat for 2
Yeah,
customers that offer vouchers I think they just do those either, like you're saying, by code or by adding it to
Yeah.
credit to the account.
that's right. So here's what Fred Stowe does. They're a customer, I think, in Australia. And they offer gift card amounts. So you offer here as a merchandise product. I want this product here. They buy it within your cart, and then you email them a single-use coupon through our platform. And it'll be a single-use coupon that they can add in to their site, or you could put the $200 right into their account through MyLab. I don't know if you're familiar with how to do that, but I can show you real quick. For example, I can go on to Meyer. I'm going to go to customer Steve Giordano. So if I go into my account on Meyer, I could go in here on your membership. You could do this for any customer. They bought a voucher. You just go in the customer credit, and then I could say, here, I'm going to give them a $200 credit. And now they have their voucher attached to their system. So they bought it through your system. You go into MyLab, and you simply attach the voucher right there. It's as simple as that. Very, very simple. It's all managed through our platform. The good news is when you add that credit in, they don't pay rev share on any of that until it's actually used. So for you, it costs you nothing to put these things into the platform. Okay.
There's a Dan's prepaid link in the chat too, if you want to share that.
Great. Okay, so here's a great example of a prepaid plan that is active every day. So Dan's camera keeps it on every day, whereas Persnickety has it running just in certain time windows. So you can have different things like 300 4x5s at 51% off. And then when you sign in, it'll add it right to your account, and it'll just decrement it right from your account. So you don't have to manage anything on the store level. You don't pay rev share on prepaid plans until they're actually redeemed. So again, these are great options for you to really drive sales. Currently, book, bank some cash, and then use it over time as people go through it.
Yeah, I put another link in there for you to review the marketing assets.
Yeah, so another thing I'd like you to take a look at, guys, is if you want to help with your marketing for Q4 or any time within the year, you could go to photofinale.com. I'm going to type it in again, photofinale.com/assets, just like that, ASSETS. As soon as you hit it, it'll then go into our platform. And then all of our marketing that you see on our managed platforms will generally be available here for you to use and repurpose for your own site. All sorts of products like book sales, Christmas sales, 40% off, Halloween sales. And you can go through and you can look for and download these products. When you look at them, you can then download this product, and it'll download the file right to your system. And this will be a PSD with layers, so you can remove the layers and change it. So let's say you like this, but you want this to be 30% off or 10% off, you could just change that layer and take care of it. So if you ever need marketing assets, just go to photofinale.com/assets, and you'll have access to all of this data. Okay. So that was our quick and simple webinar. If you don't have any more questions, or Rachel, you don't have anything else to share, I'm going to close this off, let everybody get back to work, and contact us if you have help or you need questions. If you have anything you want to talk to our sales team directly, talk to our support team. Everybody knows how to contact me, hopefully by now. If not, you can go to photofinale.com/go. If you haven't been there before, you go to photofinale.com/go. And then you could go ahead at any point in time, you can meet with Steve. Just click this button, you can talk to me anytime you want. It'll go right to my calendar. You can book a half-hour session, and let's talk about your business. I love to talk photo. I love to hear about all the nuances within your division. I like to hear you talk about, I like PayPal better than Stripe. Why do I have to use Stripe, Steve? Let's have those conversations. I think I can tell you that we can help you drive your business and help you grow your business if you talk to us. So talk to the sales team, talk to Steve, register for assets, whatever you need to do, please get in touch. Okay, thank you for your time. Have a great fourth quarter. Try to switch to Stripe if you haven't already. And thanks again. Thank you, Rachel.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.